Welcome in everyone to week 3, day 2. We have got our first series of today where we are going to have Crowns going off against Radiant. Now, this is a Group B matchup, and something very interesting about Group B. Half the games are already done. We already have Kaido Kids and Nethera completely done. Kaido 3-0 will be going straight to the finals, but the other three teams still all have a chance because Radiant currently 1-1. If they win today, they're in. Doesn't matter sets, they are in. Crowns, however, if we're able to get a win 2-0, we will see a three-way tiebreak between all three teams, Nethera, Crowns, and Radiant. However, if Crowns win 2-1, then we'll actually be seeing Nethera take second seed because of set tiebreakers. So three different teams could get through today, depending what happens. But we already have our first chase here onto our Nia player, looking for a free hit. We actually missed the dog here, so we will be able to get around this free little eye loop and make our way back towards Shaq. But I should introduce my co-caster, Zero. How excited are we for these games today?
Oh man, it's already going crazy as we got the first chase with Devourer, trying to get the hit around the corner in this little avenue here of approach here. It's going to be very interesting how the game overall, after the first bite with Jane here, we're going to pursue this and try to get this down.
Yeah, we are to be continuing this chase, looking for a free down, hopefully. However, we are able to dodge the dog power. We do get to Shaq for free. We will be able to drop that before the power can properly come into effect. And we're going to make good distance as well, make our way back into Shaq. This is going to be free avoidance, and we are going to be able to make our way all the way around as well. We would have to get such a bad read here to go down. However, that's exactly what happens. That was just a terrible read from our Claudette player there, and we just gave a very, very free quick down. That was very, very avoidable there. However, we are going to go onto a Scourge Hook in center map as well. So that's just a good example of using check spots, unfortunately. We saw the double vault occur, and it was something that was quite avoidable. But this is great for Smunk. We've gotten off to a fantastic start. Pretty decent first down, straight onto a Scourge Hook. We've also got Turn Back the Clock, so we are going to make absolute value from our perks.
Yeah, it's just going down to the basics here as far as a Hound and just trying to get faster, using a Hound to do that, take these 50-50s and kind of splitting it overall here as they get this hit on, I can't pronounce that name, Kinkoyo?
Yeah, we are going to take the free dog attack as well, so we will see the down come through straight onto our Jake player, and this is going to be a free Scourge Hook as well. My god. That is 2 hooks before any gens have popped, and we are just putting immense value on the board. We also get back to our hook for free as well, and we are causing a lot of pressure on the south side of the map. As we see, Claudette is still on hook. We do see the regen in the distance, so we were able to get the unhook onto our Jake. However, our Claudette will be going to second here, and this is a very, very early time to go to second. This is a second at 4, as we see the first gen of the trial does finally proc in the background. However, we still do have access once again to turn back the clock, and we are going to put immense pressure on the mid game because we already have a free tunnel out here as we look for a free power down.
Yeah, poor Claudette on the hook here. Usually you want to get a lot of gens done with a sacrifice like that. 2 gens are done, 3 gens remaining. Jane, not sure if they're going to actually take Jane out of that hook. May leave it if they're able to get another gen for the sacrifice.
We are going to continue just screening the hook here. This side of the map actually has quite a lot of action around it. We do have quite a few gens here that need to be worked on, so this is an absolutely fine place to be. But we are going to go here for the dog. We go for the power down. Does not end up occurring. We actually take the hit onto the core there. He's able to get away for free, and this is going to be exactly what our survivors needed to get away from this one. We saw Claudette just gets free distance and a dodge as well, and the hit take onto our Neil will buy us extra time. So So we're going to see our Claudette is going to take the first power here. We can't get away, but this is going to be still huge value. That could have gone significantly worse. We could have had extra power states down there, but we are going to see Claudette does get put onto hook here. Nia injured, still a 3v1. There is still a lot of action to be played in this game. We do make our way down towards 7 as well to find Jake currently working on the 7 gen. We get turned back the clock value. However, Shaq Pallet is still here, but it doesn't matter because we're not able to get over the vault. We take the first hit here, and that will send us into Mend as well. And we see that the Shaq Pallet is still going to be down, so we're going to be able to make some value from that. We try and get our dog power, however, we have not angled it correctly, and the Jake is on the other side of the wall, so we won't be able to get the free power down here. All Jake needs to do is use some basic check spot, and my god, we go down straight away. Instead of taking the safe path, we just went for a very, very risky 50 and took the down instead. And once again, another example of just using some check spots. We could have made it to the pallet. Instead, we take the down, and this is going to be a great spot for Smunk to be in. We are easily fighting for a 4K here. Get the down in basement. This is going to be our second hook as well on Jake. Still a viable tunnel out option, and we are fighting for a very, very quick 2v1.
Yeah, that was just unfortunate with Jake just going into that window. I don't know what was the call there. What was the thought process? Did not work in their favor. Able to get the gen done. 3 gens done. 2 gens remaining. Full-on chase here. I'm trying to see if they see somebody in the corner. They think somebody's there in the corner. Gonna send the dog out, see if they see anything. Can hear somebody. Looks like we're gonna go around the corner. Who can it be? Oh no! Jiggy is not getting jiggy with it as they are running away.
This is going to be Ace taking our first hit. We are still down in this 3v1. 2 survivors now injured. Looking for a free tunnel angle. We're able to find and locate this Jake. We're going to be in an absolutely fantastic position in this 2v1. I think at worst we'd be seeing a 4K too. However, we were able to pop the 3rd gen only just beforehand, and we are going to see this Jake here will be taking the next chase. My god, we vault right into him as well, and we take the down, and that is going to be another very, very quick down for our Smunk player here, or Smunk player, for Sir Smunk here, and we see that is going to translate into a 2v1. So we still have access to turn back the clock. We also have access to 2 Scourge hooks as well, so we're able to get another quick down. We've all but secured the win, and we've secured the win in a way where we've really not allowing any other gens to finish. But both of our survivors left do have a couple of pretty decent builds actually. We had at least three perks for each survivor, but my god, it doesn't matter because we actually almost had the dog power. We do able to get away here, but we are going to have to take the chase all the way up towards top. We do have our Ace here with 5 moves ahead, might be able to get a little bit of value. Actually, he's able to drop it onto our dog here, so we're going to be able to get away almost for free, but we will be taking the down instead, and now we need to translate this chase into the chase on to our Nia here. We can get a quick down, come back for the Ace, then we're going to be in such a great spot for this 4K too.
Yeah, good job with Crayons working it out. Sir Smunk doing a great job as killer. I want to give them the credit that they deserve, but also I think there's just a lot of bad luck with communications as far as Radiant's concerned. There was the 50-50 that went bad for them. There was the window jump over, and just so many things just did not go in their favor, which caused what they have now, which seems to be a 4K2.
Yeah, and that's just one of those examples of, you know, as killer, you only need to win 150. As survivor, you might need to win like 6 or 7. But we do see a final chase onto our Nia here, and we are trying to look out to drag out the chase, but there's really nothing that we can do here, and no gens getting done in the background. We are going to see the down there. Nia will be going up on hook, and we just need to find our Ace as well. Ace still a fresh, so this is possible for a bleed out to occur. However, it's about 4 minutes that this Ace, well, it's about 3 minutes now, that this Ace needs to really drag the game out for. So it's going to be pretty unlikely considering we're pretty much heading right over to him as well. We're very, very close. But I'd be surprised to see if the Ace can last out this long. We are a bit more center map than what would be assumed, but Smunk has good hearing, and we are going to see the down here, and this is going to be our last survivor going up on hook. So this is going to be a 4K2 for Smunk. Survivors of Crowns in a great spot to pop 3 gens. Honestly, this could... this is a great start for Crowns here. Their survivor team just needs to really follow through what Smunk was able to set up. But we'll see whether that occurs in the next half of the set, as we are going to see Crowns survivor, and we're going to see Radiant swap to killer. We'll be back.
here, which is Star Z. Star Z, how you feel about Houndmaster overall? How this game is gonna go?
Yeah, a lot of this game is really going to come down to mechanics, and we saw that a lot last game as well. There were a couple of free reads that we were able to get last game. There were a couple of problems that we had at Shack, which really gave us a lot of value, especially that first down onto our Claudette gave us a ton of value. So hopefully we're able to secure a very quick first chase, and we genuinely might be able to fight for that 4K too. However, the survivors are in quite a strong position here where they're okay to leave it down to a 3-gen round. We only need to get 4 gen stuns to get the win and 3 for the tie, but hopefully we're going to see 4 pop as we see Crowns do need to win at least 2 sets here to have a fighting chance. So we are going to see the first chase is going to occur onto Maya, who will be taking the first chase down towards 9 or about 10 area, and we are going to take the first chase at a T-Nail, which we are actually going to leave very quickly. Maya doing a little bit too much juicing for our liking, and we are instead going to rotate towards the center map as we see a gen getting worked on, and this is exactly the start the survivors need. No quick downs, no free power hits, and we are going to drag out this for as long as possible. We do see the next chase is going to occur here onto our Rain player. We do take the first free hit. We'll be making our way towards main. However, we're going to rotate down towards Shack instead as we see a much stronger looping position. But no, we go back towards mid, and we are just ping-ponging in between survivors right now. Corrupt already 3/4 done, and we make our way towards our Rain player. Once again, looking for a free jam here. This will be our first. However, we're able to dodge the power. Not able to actually secure an escape, but we are able to drag this out for a little bit longer. We will see the down that will occur on the far side of 12. We are looking for a Scourge Hook here. We will find one in top mid, so this will give us some very good starting value. We saw that there are 2 gens that are already quite progressed, so the survivors are starting to pump away. One of those gens being right in the center wasn't actually hit. This one wasn't hit by our power here, but we do rotate back towards top, and we're going to see if we can screen out another survivor for free.
Yeah, AZ has to be very careful here peeling out, and when to peel out. Luckily, he was able to get Hoax on the hook and downed and on the hook here, and on Scourge Hook nonetheless, though he's pretty far away. Now opening up doors for the main building here, making sure Mercy Death almost finishing up that gen, but just not enough time as AZ is able to get the gen and put it down some more here. Hoax still on the hook, not sure if they're going to leave, try to sacrifice, and 5 gens still remaining. Oh, Mercy Death is bit, and he's going to try to shoot the dog away into the pallet. No, he's not going to work the pouch for that. Finally, Hoax gets off hook and gets a hit as they go away.
We will continue to chase once again onto our Rain player. We get a free drop onto the dog. This will be the stun and make our way back down towards 10 again. We do have the 10 gen here. However, it is not being even remotely progressed. We decide instead to have a juicer chase. We just take the down edge map, which is absolutely fine. However, we are going to get some eruption value, and we are really concerned about the center gen being done. We get the comm from our down survivor that we are making our way towards the center, and we're going to see Mercy leave here as well. So we are going to be able to get away. 2 gens have popped here, and the survivors are looking to be in a great position to pop all 4.
Yeah, Survivor's doing a great job working together. That was a great job by Hoax, making sure they go far into the corner, giving enough time for the Survivors to get the gens on as soon as possible, as right now Mercy Death just took a hit, but that's okay. Hoax is still down. Not sure if anybody's going to help with that. Probably going to leave them there so be able to get the gens done, as 2 gens are done, 3 gens are remaining. Oh no, we're catching somebody in there. I think that's Smunk. Sir Smunk in the corner with a big hat. He gets a hit. He's going to go through, not put the pallet down. Going to keep on going as another gen gets done.
Yeah, we do see the reset was trying to get a code onto Rain. We are going to get the pick up here and take them towards center. However, we already have used our Scourge Hook here. And as you said, 3rd gen has procced in the background. At worst, this is going to be a Tycon. And even though we do have a Tunnel out here, we have all 3 survivors back to healthy. All they need to do is pop 1. It's an easy one. They pop 12 and they can work on 9 or 10 as well. So we've set ourselves up in a great position to where we can effectively pop anything we want. And we have such such an aggressive split. The fact that main is still in the game and can be done for the win con is going to be a huge problem for our killer here. We are able to follow through power with our dog here, get a little bit of horizontal value as we make our way towards the main gen here, and no surprise, there is someone working on it. It has very, very little progress, but it really doesn't matter, because as long as we've got one person who's working on it, and that one person here happens to be Mercy, then we're going to be in a great position to pop all 4 this game. We may even be able to pop all 5, and it's looking like that's the case, because we've only got 2 gens done. We've only got 3 gens done for 2 hooks, which has put ourselves in a great situation. Our 4th survivor has also been reset. We see Rain completely reset in the background. We are once again working on main as well, as we push down towards a main chase, almost get a hit onto Maya, but just miss, and we're going to make our way towards Shaq to see if we can get a free hit onto our tunnel out here, which we actually do find the ace. We don't find the tunnel out, but we are going to continue this chase onto Smunk, who had a great game last game, and we'll be able to make our way towards middle.
Wow, being able to stab these several times through the windows, just shame, kind of a ping game there on that one. Everybody healing up, doing well. I can tell the frustration a little bit by the killer AZ right now as they're kind of swinging off to the side here. Maybe it's just the frustration of how it's going right now, but it's really showcasing as the killer's going through. Survivor's still on. If I was a survivor, I'd be doubling on a gen just to get it done, get it popped, and call it a day with the set.
We see Smunk will continue the chase at this shitty little pallet. Don't even know what this loop is called. But we are going to be taking the chase, and we actually able to dodge the hit as well. This quite weak pallet, we're able to get away effectively, or Jim, we are able to effectively get away for free. Miss the power once again as well. We see the 4th gen does proc in the background. We're able to actually get back to the TNL. Instead of going for the 50 volt, we just take it down, which is absolutely fine because we do have a double occurring in the background. We are going to see the last generator of the Tribe proc, and this is a great start for Crowns. They have put themselves in a fantastic situation. So Crowns currently up 1-0. And this means that if Nethera win 2-1, they still win. However, if Crowns are able to take away another set, possibly we'll be seeing a 3-way tiebreak in Group B. So we see the down onto Mercy as well. And on top of that as well, if we see one more set, one for each side, then that will actually be Nethera who will take the second set as well. So I'm pretty sure Nethera would be pretty keen to see Cat Jam, my god, Crowns win this one with a 2-1 win. That would be a huge win for them to go straight through the second seed and straight through the finals. But we do see the down onto Mercy there. That will be the first. This is going to be Radiant's pick, so hopefully we're able to set ourselves a good win con. We are going to see our killer player here does finally load in. We are going to be rotating back towards middle to start the game, and hopefully we're able to get some good value. We actually use our teleport instead, so we are going to see if we can find a survivor, possibly stealthing out of position, and get a free down.
Yes, and they're scoping the place, trying to see where... Oh, there's our first, and Bruin gets into play, so even makes it worse for them. Here, we're gonna get a full chase here. We're looking around. I think that's just Smunk here. Yes, they get a hit. Pallet gets down, trying to get through here. Overall, they're gonna run away from that, not able to get it. It's a very slow move there on that, but that's okay. They're still applying the pressure need be, but Sir Smunk is doing a great job here, running and making sure that there is more than enough time for their teammates to get those gens done.
Yeah, this is great. We see Sir Smunk just looking at the floor. I was getting a great read on those towers. We were finally able to hit the second one, which will set off our clock power. We do find Rain as well. We are going to be looking for a quick power down here, but no, we're able to escape instead. We make our way towards middle. We actually get the power quick hit there, and we are going to see if we can send them back towards us, which works perfectly. We get a great down with the power. This is going to send us into a very quick power usage, but we have a Scourge hook in mid as well, so this is quite a good start. However, the survivors also putting a lot of pressure on the board. So Smunk still got 2 hits of this power, and we are going to use our stealth ability here to move over towards Maya. So we are going to find Maya, who will be working on this 9-gen, looking for a good chase. We do have quite a strong build here. Urban and DH, however, we're not going to be able to use any of that yet as we take a free hit and make our way towards Shaq. We are able to get away, but we unhook the tunnel out right in front of us, and we are going to see Smunk rotate away. So this is going to be Rain, who needs to have a go to chase here. We are most likely going to see a quick drop occur and make our way towards another strong filler. As long as we can dodge his powers, we're going to set ourselves up to have quite a good chance. But no, we screen ourselves away and get down anyway. And we do see the free down onto Rain will put us into quite an awkward situation. Scourge Hook has already been used. We still have Ruin Value as well, which will slowly be working in the background. But the way that this game is working, we really haven't gotten too much value out of it. We have seen Maya did get reset in the background, and we found our Felix player straight away.
Yeah, right now they're kind of really struggling here, the survivors. We still got 5 gens remaining. Hoax on their second hook, and right now we have Mercy Death on being chased right now. Not looking too good. We finally get 1 gen going here. Hoax still on the hook. I think Hoax is going to be the first sacrifice in making this 3v1 possible.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to see here as the killer. Just get the free tunnel out, push this into a 3v1 as quickly as possible. The question is, are we going to fight for it, or are we actually going to see the survivors come in? I doubt it, because we do have access to our power, which will give us a ton of value. But we are going to see the defense onto our Rain player here. We do want to get the tunnel out, secure the 3v1. We still have 3 gens to go as our survivors. However, we see our Felix coming straight in for the unhook here. We are fighting for it, and we are able to get it. We see Felix does go down. Rain is going to take the chase towards main, and we are going to hopefully prolong this chase. We've had 2 pretty average chases, and we can have a go to third one. We can buy time for the resets, get a gen done, and force our team to at least fight for the 4K1. We are able to make a little bit of distance here, but we need to find a Jin. We have access to smash hit and 5 moves ahead, but we take the down instead, and it is clear this was not meant to be the first chase. We only have access to clean break, which unfortunately in our situation was not going to help us at all. So that is going to be a 3v1. 2 survivors still injured. Maya, our only healthy player left, and we still have access to some of our power as well. We are going to make our way towards the right side of the map, looking towards the 3 gen, which we are going to find Maya, our 1 healthy survivor, needs to buy time for the resets, does get a very nice sidestep, and will hopefully drag this chase out.
Yeah, just bad news for survivors as now it's a 3v1. Hex Totem is still up. And the 3 gens remaining, this is going to be such a struggle for the survivors as the chase continues on. He goes on the ground just to see if we can surprise another survivor on the way as we're going to go from gen to gen up, meeting somebody. And we're going to get around this small jungle gym here, probably trying to trick them around the corner if possible. I think they run away. Nope, that's full chase on Maya. Maya taking the alley down, still going back and forth, playing this semi 50-50 here on the long wall. Right now, Jane is really working it, making sure that they are going to come back here to get the hit. No, they're going to keep on with the chase here. Let's see if we can get a gen done before Maya goes down, though.
You see the down at edge map will occur onto Maya, and unfortunately we do see another chase starts up straight away. We're going to see the next chase onto our ace here. We see Smunk, hopefully in the mechanical god, is able to get the quick downs next game to force our force a good win con. However, we take another very, very quick hit, and my god, we're all just stealthing in terrible positions because we find our Felix player straight away. But this is forcing Smunk to rotate for Maya, and we're going to have to get a very quick rotation, and that's exactly what we're going to see. We see the hit is occurred onto Mercy. However, she will be able to make her way towards 11, and we see Smunk also in the position where we're sitting at 1. And my god, we receive it down there as well. And unless we've rotated straight for Maya, which we have, we're not going to be able to get the res, but we do, and we see it's already at 50. We might be able to see the res onto Maya, get back to full health, finally have some health states to play with, but no, we are going to continue the next chase straight away.
Yeah, this is just such a struggle right now for Crayons. They are trying to work it together, trying to get healed, but with 2 down, Maya's the only one standing. Not sure if Maya gets caught, it's game over pretty much right here, unless they're able to get to Smuck and take them up and help them to keep on going. Maybe get at least one more gen done.
Yeah, we'll actually get the spectator to quickly swap over to Maya. We will be able to... Great, okay, so she is on the other side of Shaq. We're actually very close to finding her as well. But not our killer will not be able to locate her just yet. Is able to buy some time. Hopefully, we can see our Felix player have a bit of a go to chase here. We're trying to get a good read onto our power here. However, we are going to receive quite a successful down. And we will see Maya rotate for the save. Actually had access to medkit as well, and that's a great example of how valuable medkit can be. Allows us to get extra stealth potential. We do see the res onto our ace in the background. However, we have forced ourselves into a situation where we still need 3 gens to get done to get out. That first huddle out was just so quick and did not buy us enough time to get real value on the board. Hopefully, we're able to get a reset onto our ace. We're looking in generally the right area, and we actually find Maya as well, who was stealthing behind barrels. Hopefully we can actually buy some time for a 3rd gen in the trial to be procced. It's going to be very, very difficult to meet a 4K3 timeline.
It's just not happening for them right now. They are just literally running for their lives just to survive a little bit here, as continuously doing divine attack, and it is semi-hitting, and right there as Maya goes down. Gonna be able to take this and put this on hook. Hopefully, if I look at Mercy here, Mercy's still running, and Sir Smuck is still running. They haven't worked on the gen. They're still hurt. They need to heal themselves to give any type of chance to get at least one more gen done as Maya takes a hook.
Yeah, so that is going to be our first hook for Mayonnaise here. We'll be taking a Scourge as well, from what I believe it's Bibularia. I actually can't really tell. But that still doesn't really matter in this scenario. We've gotten so much value from quick downs anyway that I don't think we really have any real gen progress on the board. But we do see the next chase will occur onto, I think this was our ace player here. We are going to start, yeah, we are going to leave as well. We're just going to quickly punt it towards 6, which in this scenario is definitely the right call to make, because we're able to make a ton of distance out of it. The killer just tried to smash out as many power hits as we can. We do see Smug does get away here. We actually see another survivor on 3 as well. This is going to be Mercy, who will be taking the next chase. Hopefully we're able to have a bit of a juicy one and buy some time for our survivors to actually get the 3rd gen of the trial done, but a great power down there will get us a very, very quick down. And once again, our survivors are on the back foot. So we do have access to 12, and we're also sitting in the locker. I think we're just sitting for save there as well. So we'll be rotating for that hopefully soon. However, we are putting the hook right next to the gen, and we'll be finding Maya very, very quickly if we look towards 12.
Yeah, Crayons is just in such a hard position. They may have to sacrifice another person, double team on a gen to at least get one more gen off the track here. But there's only 2 gens done with 3 gens remaining. We have Mercy Death on hook. They're on their 2nd. Maya on the 1st. Sir Smuck had not been hooked. Mercy Death off the hook now. We're gonna chase with somebody around the corner. We're seeing some trails there at the end. And it looks like Sir Smuck has been caught here. Must be the big hat, as he's able to get around the corner. Not play the pally. He's gonna go the long way across. Still gets hit with the vines as they go down. It's just able to get those attacks and work it in his favor without really having a good visual on the survivors. Really remarkable, actually. Able to go underneath to do a little surprise on Maya. They are trying to navigate the gas station here. Gets the vine and goes and takes a hit. And again, oh my goodness, this is unbelievable by Jane. Great job with the pressure and just continuously adding on. And even with Ruins not in the play anymore, they're just not able to do anything. The amount of pressure that just seems to be continuous coming from Jane.
We do see the chase will continue on to Maya here. We're going to be taking the chase down towards 6. However, I don't think we're really going to make it any value, but we do get DH here. We see both of our survivors have been rezzed in the background, and we're able to keep this game going. We'll actually rotate. Oh, this is a perfect situation here. Considering how close we were to losing, we are able to slowly fight back here. We do say this gen's only at 50 as well, so we really haven't made that much progress on it. And we also have Call of Ryan, which will do its work on that gen. So we're going to see that most likely get very low very quickly as we make our way towards 2, looking for a survivor, hopefully stealthing out of position. We don't find anyone just yet. We are going to go back down towards 6, and we are not going to see any reses. We are not going to see any heals. We are just going to see another chase occur, and this is going to be very, very quick as well. And Mercy will take that first hit there.
Yeah, you know, I know we don't want to think that as we're going to get this kill right here, this Mori. Nicely done here. One thing that they stopped doing, they in the beginning, they did the undergate attack, and it just wasn't working for them. They just got away from that and just stayed with the vine attack, and that I think that helped. Overall, in trying to get the pressure going here, as now we have 2v1, and now we're just fighting the inevitability of the kill. Oh my goodness, they were able to get a gen done with 3 gens, 2 gens remaining. That's going to be big. That's going to help them in the long run, even though Sir Smuk is down.
Yeah, it was a real battle to get that 3rd generator done. We were able to really claw the win. Well, I say the win, really. We were able to claw the extra gen away. Still not a good win con. 4K2 is really not where you want to be for the viewers. We are going to see the survivors are going to come in for a 4K1 win con. So we're setting ourselves up in a pretty decent scenario. Smunk actually still down here is a fresh hook. If Mayor is able to buy some extra time, we might be able to see a Smunk bleed out, which would be huge value. If we're able to survive just an extra 30 seconds or a minute, that would be absolutely fantastic. But my god, we see the read by Mayor as well. Actually saw the hook there, but sorry, saw the down there from power, but was not able to dodge it in time. Smunk trying to go towards the opposite side. We're going to see Smunk slowly himself towards 11. I think we're going to look for a down in basement. However, we are going to follow him very, very well. Get that pick up. So that is going to be a 4K2 for our Radiant Killer here. So we're setting ourselves up in a pretty good situation. We really need to get 4 gens done. And it doesn't even matter if Maya bleeds out here. That is just going to be a 4K2. So we are going to make you guys watch the next minute of searching. Probably won't be that long, but we will be back with you in just a few minutes as we set up for the survivor side. And a great start from our killer player. However, a 4K1 will be needed for our survivors to walk away with the win. We're going to see Smunk try and fight for the 4K3. If we can get a tie as well, that's generally fine. But if we can get a win, that would set us in such a good position. We're actually going to be able to fight for the the 3-way tiebreaker in the Group B bracket if we're able to make that work. But we find a survivor almost instantly. And this is going to be exactly what we need. Finding someone who's not in the greatest of spots. And we're able to get a very quick first power hit on them as well. Won't be the power acceptance just yet, but we'll get us off to quite a good start. And we get a second tier as well. This is a great start for us as we're able to put a lot of pressure on the board in a very, very short amount of time. And hopefully we can continue this this quick down here. We are going to see our I don't even know what survivor that is. I can't remember their name.
I think it's V.
Yeah, thank God, thank you. We're just gonna see our V player be able to escape there, make our way towards 12. However, we've got 2 stacks of the first power, so we're able to at least get some good value there. Don't get any damage states, but still off to a good start with Smunk, who's able to find another survivor almost instantly.
Will not be.
Yeah, good start, but he really has to finish this and get 1 survivor down to kind of get this snowball going sooner than later. Right now, the survivors are pretty healthy here. Actually, hold on. Claudette able to take a hit here. The chase is going to continue on. They're going to try to get into 4 corners here. Just got to continue doing what they're doing here, giving up the time. Oh, no. They go down here. Going to be able to pick up and put on first hook. Hopefully be able to get turned back the clock and use the value on that.
Yeah, we see the survivors are doing a great gen split here, working on 3 separate gens. We saw Shaq and 6 and something else being progressed. I think it might have been 11 or 9. So we're able to get some great progress on the board to start with. I don't think we're going to be able to actually stop this gen. We're proccing only just. Oh no, sorry, this is actually the one that's worked on the least. We weren't even close. We see 2 gens proc in the background. But we are already down to a 4K3, and this just goes to show how much the start of the game matters for the survivors, as we have already met the worst possible case for the WinCon as the survivors. So if we're able to put 1 more gen, we've already secured the tie. 2 will get us the win. We do see the Claudette run straight in front of us. We'll be continuing the next chase. We are looking to get some free value from our power. However, she is kind of juicing us right now. We decide to go for the M1 instead, and we'll be seeing the down occur very, very quickly unless you see Survivor coming for a hit take. We do not. We receive the down, and that is going to be some value that we can finally fight for with our Scourge Hook that's right in the middle of the map. And this is a great spot for a Scourge Hook, right in the center. And we do know that main is being worked on as well. So we get Scourge Hook value, and we will see turn back the clock as well. Also the access to qualifying. But we will be seeing, this is going to be our B again, who will be taking chase at center 6.
Yeah, very good job taking that down. I'm kind of surprised that the Claudette wasn't able to reset before the chase happened, but it is what it is there as they are on second hook here. Peel away from V, gonna go into the gen that's in the garage here, thinking that somebody is there. Oh, somebody was there, as we're seeing scratch marks there. Oh, and able to hit. Unbelievable. I don't even know. That was just a really good prediction of where that person would be, even to get that close. To get that first there. Able to put on a little more pressure for Devour as they go around the bend here. They're going to take Claudette off the hook, and I think we're going to go full chase to get that 3v1 sooner than later.
Yeah, and Smunk is really fighting hard for this WinCon here. However, all 4 survivors still with us. I think even if we have a quick chase here, we most likely are going to see a gen pop. We do have access to our power as well, so we could get a quick down. My god, it does occur, but it is going to be very difficult to stop another gen from popping. And I was about to say, we were just about to see another one, and we do just see another one. Are we actually going to try and drag out this first power? We'll be able to push that towards its conclusion. So this will be fighting for the Tycon now, and this set might go for quite a while. We do have all 3 survivors still up. 2 of them have 2 stacks of their power, and we have our only healthy and unafflicted survivor, Asta, who's stealthing up top as well. So still a lot of games being played. We are fighting to the WinCon here as survivors. The worst case scenario is a Tycon, which isn't the end of the world, but we are down a set, and this is our set. So realistically, we should be able to get the win here. We just saw a stealthing survivor there as well, but we decided to go right past them. I think we must have just kind of glanced our eyes over them. We actually did some strategy, just stealthing right there. So a bit problematic that we pretty much just walked straight away from them. But we will be able to see the survivors get some more aggressive gen behavior as we see V right on the other side of this 12 filler here. But Asta will be taking the chase inside instead, trying to actually get out. We're able to get a nice body block as well. My god, we put ourselves in a great position here as we see the down. That is going to be an instant 2-tap, and that is a terrible position to find yourself in when you're versing a killer like this.
Yeah, and I don't disagree with you. I think earlier when he saw him there and they didn't go for it, I think that was really just to see where the gens were. They want to go to each gen, make sure what the progression was, to try to at least get all the attempts they can to get this Tycon going. So they thought it was best probably go around, check the gens, make sure, and then capture Asta as they were able to. As right now, Devour just in the way. They're going to go straight on. Asta off the hook as Devour's going to take the chase here. We're going to go around the jungle gym, trying to play around the car junkyard. I'm not sure we're making it here. We're able to just still running around it. Instead of getting the M1, they're going to get them with the line attack. Going to try again. We're going to try to get around this corner. We're trying to get the furthest around the corner as the down goes for Devour. And that will be their first hook.
Yeah, now all survivors afflicted with the power as well. So we are going to see Devour go onto first. We do, sorry, we do see the hook onto 3. And we also have access to our movement power as well. We are going to see the chase towards 11, hopefully, if we can find the survivor. Maybe a little bit out of position here. We know that Astra is stealthing edge map. And we also see that strategy here is pumping away on a gen near bottom. That is going to be 8. That is getting massively progressed. I think we do kind of have a general idea that there is someone there. We might have heard... Oh, I think we've seen a crow, actually. And we do know that Asta is right at the edge of the map, so this is going to be really problematic as we continue the chase away. We do see that we do see Asta here, and my god, if we have a very quick chase, we might not see the 4th gen of the trial proccing. However, it is being pumped in the background, and we need a very, very big down here to secure the win. But sorry, to secure the tie, but I don't think we're going to see it because the Smunk is not able to get this quick down, and that is going to be the 4th gen proccing.
Oh, so close right there, trying his best, but you know what? Asta just playing it correctly, getting it through the bus, and able to prolong this chase and cause more frustration for Sir Smuk. And as the chase continue on here, trying to figure out what to do next as this set is pretty much done.
Yeah, so we did just see the win there for Radiant. So this is going to be 1-1 going into the final set. So that does officially mean that Crayons will not be able to actually make it to finals with how their bracket has set up. However, it isn't over for Pivian, because if they lose the next set, Nethera will actually take the 2nd seed in Group B instead. So we need to see Radiant win 2-1 here to secure their way into the 2nd seed. If Crayons win, Nethera will go through instead. So it is still up for grabs. Group B 2nd seed. We might see either team going to the final. Nethera probably watching thinking, God, Crowns, please. Please win this next set. Crowns, please, lock in. But we'll have to see whether they're able to do that. We are going to see Sir Smug looking for a stealthing, healthy survivor.
Yeah, Sir Smug, I want to say that they did a tremendous job as killer. I think there was a lot of things going against them. I mean, WinCon, very difficult to get a 4K3 going, and then when they got the 4K2 to get the TyCon, with the Survivors of Waivers going, the pressure was on, and it just so happened that Asta just kind of got through and a good timing to be able to work that out for them. So I don't want to take anything away from Sir Smug. He did a tremendous job, a hard win comp, but the Survivors just had a little bit more.
You have little time.
You'll see Astra as well drag out quite a long chase here. This chase would have been fantastic to have earlier in the game. But we are going to see the chase continue on to us. So we do get grabbed by the first power. And we are going to get quite a quick kill as well. So that is going to be the 2v1. However, I think we're going to see this gen proc regardless, because we are absolutely pumping away. We're actually at 11 as well, so we haven't headed right here. But we do see the gen proc, and we are moving towards 2 different gates. We see the Neo move towards main. However, we are going to continue to chase onto B instead. Decides not to drop the power straight away. Is just going to move away. Hopefully, we're able to kind of just take the chase away and avoid a quick down. But no, we instantly get down. That is one of the quickest 2 taps I've seen today. And we are going to see only 1 light on this gate. So we know that he's going to be stealthing nearby. It's going to be pretty unlikely that we're going to be able to stealth effectively here. We might get lucky and get away for just a little bit. And if we can get the res onto strategy, that would be fantastic. But we are going to see Smunk rotate away towards mid. Goes back to check the B player. And we're actually might be going for a hook here. as we are baiting it. Oh no, we do go for the hook. We baited it for a little bit, and we were fighting for what seems like 4K. And we are going to see it occur, actually, as our Nia is going to be able to get out here. And this is going to be a 10 stage for the first. So, quite a solid result, however, not enough to get the win today, as it was not a 4K. So we are going to see Devour leave, and that will be a 10 stage. So, we are going to go into our final set, which will be Unknown. Smug, quite a good Unknown. Any mechanically good killer actually is good for him. So hopefully we'll be able to see a good result from Crowns, who will be taking Crowns not able to get through to the finals, but they can affect the final standing. So this is a very important tiebreaker, and Smug is going to do everything that they can to stop Radiant from going into the finals. We are going to see Smug make their way towards 9 here, as we're going to see if we can find a Survivor crossing. We found the hill, this is a great spot to be, but we aren't going to rotate as it wasn't high enough. So we are going to see if we can rotate back down towards bottom, as we see some very, very faint scratch marks. We see some blood on the ground, but there's no one injured yet, so I don't think it's really going to give us too much value. But we all crossed on the other side instead, as our survivors are making their way towards the map already. My God, we already see it. There's a survivor at 1. We spawned at bottom, and we've done a great job of crossing here as we make our way towards 1. We are going to rotate back towards middle. See if we can find survivor out of position.
Yeah, right now, with being the killer of Unknown here, we're finally finding someone. I was just about to say Radiant being the best ninjas as they can be, but right now, Strategy getting chased. Oh my goodness. Head on out of nowhere, and fireworks to boot with that. Oh, that just hurt, as there was a pretty good chase against V now. Now we're working this. Oh, able to get 1 hit for Devour. They're going to be off chase. Not sure he should peel off. Probably should continue with this chase on, trying to get him through the walls there. Able to get Devour there with the hit. Let's see if they can bounce it off to get that second one. Oh, it didn't bounce. Usually it bounces off that ceiling pretty well to get them. To get that second to get that total down. Oh, misses again. We're going to get it on top of the hill. Try to get over. Pallet down. Getting through and over. We're not going to go through Killer Shack and sit around, but no, it bounces and hits Devour, and Devour goes down. This would be the first hook there. Are we able to get this? Yes, we are. It's going to be a bit of a battle working those gens.
Yeah, so we actually see a lot of gen progress is being done in the background. We had access to Agi, so we were able to make the gen in center 8 as we make our way towards mid. So we do have access now to a Scourge Hook, which has been popped for us, and we instantly go for a lob onto the gen at 4, but we miss, and we'll see the survivors get it done for free, as is going to take the first power hit of the game for them, but we are going to make our way away and still pressuring this generator just by proxy from being nearby from it, as was able to get some free low on our power, so we were able to get rid of that a little bit. But my God, we've gone for a great power hit onto Devour and our V player here, Strategy. This is a great situation to be for Smug. We have 3 survivors affected by power. We have 2 of the generators which have been done in the background. We see 4, and I think we saw 9 popping as well. We actually have 12 as well. This is going to be a quick down onto Devour, but Smug is really fighting for his life here, as we see all survivors are just pumping away at generators and getting some map usage from getting rid of these clones. So we are going to see the down once again occurs onto Devour, but we don't have access to another Scourge Hook. 2 survivors, though, still affected by the unknown UVX. So we are going to see possibly a few quick chases here occur if we're able to find out that the VRX out of position. Both partially cleared, but still both hittable if we're able to get a nice lob. We are going to see Prom here, who will be taking the chase towards 7. We're going to see if we can drag this out for free. We do dodge the power, and this is going to be a great situation to be in, as we're able to dodge that for free. No health states or infections given, and this is going to be a great spot to get us into a strong mid game. We do see Strategy as well, who will be taking the chase towards 2. So we have a lot of partial gen progress right now. And a lot of partial builds as well, as we actually see a repressive flames build here. I haven't seen that in a while, but Deval will be taking the last chase of their life towards main.
Right now, you know, the weird thing is with Sure Smoke is that he not. Oh my goodness, misses an M1 on Claudette. That's gonna hurt. Right now, it seems like the closer the survivor is, the harder it is to be able to get those UVX projectiles out. But able to, before in the beginning, he was getting them out like Kobe. Let me tell you, taking those shots here. I hope sooner than later he's gonna use the hallucinations that may be able to help him get through. Oh, here we go, as he was able to get one through, trying to turn around Claudette, but Claudette sees him. And they're going to get this chase around with the pallet still open for them to turn it down. They get close. They still are not going to turn it down. They're going to play the game here and play around as gens are being done. Another gen done, 4 gens done with 1 gen remaining. Not sure if we should go full-on chase to the M1, try to play 50-50 with the M1, and that did not work. Able to get Claudette with another hit, and it reset it because they must have been staring at them for at least 10 seconds. As Blitz reset after that. Not able to hit them as they are going to go around. Killer Shack playing the inside the window. Good call on that. Plays outside, playing against Claudette. I think he's going to be able to get this M1 maybe. No, he's not able to get close enough for the M1 and does not hit the projectile correctly. But I think hopefully we're able to get close enough to get this hit. Yes, right before Claudette gets into the locker. This will be the first hook for the Claudette.
Yeah, and at this point we are just fighting for stages. The 4K1 is really not an option for us. We do see that there is a second Scourge hook that has popped, so we're able to slow the survivors down a little bit, but we still have quite an aggressive gen split. So we have 11. We also have down bottom as well. So we have quite a split that is going to be very, very difficult to defend. We do have Az here who will be taking the chase towards 11, but we're going to rotate to leave instead. We do see Devour and V both on the center gen trying to progress this game towards the end. We do know that V here is still a Scourge hook possibility. We did see a little bit of a visual glitch there as well. As we're going to rotate down back towards the generator, we're actually going to try and get some more pressure on it. But no, Devour is still pumping away, and V is going to drag this chase out. At this point, we are going for the fresh hook. We are just trying to get stages. As you see, V trying to take the last chase here. He's going to dodge the UVX and get some free distance, but we do see the down on to main. So we are trying to drag this out just as long as possible. Our team is coming in for hits. We are trying to get this out. This will be huge if we're able to escape. And we actually dodge the power as well. This is going to be huge. Strategy just needs to buy as much time as physically possible. Our Claudette coming in for the hit take. We also have another teammate. We have Devour nearby as well. If Devour can take the down, this is the most ideal scenario. Devour is the one we really don't care about. My God, we go for a lob hit. Does not end up working. And we are going for the down onto Prom now. We know that we can't make this work. We need to get Prom here, but no, we don't. We missed. The UVX is gone, and we are going to see all 4 survivors out the gate. That is going to be a...
It's going to go right here.
I think it's going to be a very, very easy win on to meet for our killer player here. Smunk really, really struggled last game, and the problem was is that we weren't able to really secure any stages at the end. We had all the survivors coming in for body blocks, and honestly, we had a great, great end game from our survivors. So if we can just find really one quick chase can get us the win here, because all we need is 4 stages, which is going to be quite an easy win con to meet unless we really, really struggle in the mid game. We are going to find our first survivor. This is going to be Hoax, actually. Hoax has been the tunnel out every game tonight, which is pretty unfortunate for them. Us getting found again. Hopefully we're able to make this work. We do have smash hit, however this time we weren't able to really make any use out of it. Will be getting hit by the UVX here. Doesn't give a free hit just yet, but has been hit by the UVX power. We are going to try and drag this out. We are taking a little bit of time to get to this rotation, but we are able to make it work. If we can get smash hit here, we're going to get a ton of value, but we're trying to instead just dodge the UVX, which we actually do. So we are going to drag out this chase for just a little bit longer as we take the chase towards 7 pipes, and we're going to be rotating towards edge map instead of playing around the window. But we're able to get to it anyway. We get a good read on the killer, able to get away towards the window and buy out just a little bit of extra time in this chase. We will see the down occurring here, but my god, we don't even go for the window. We actually double back here, and this is just going to give us an extra free little bit of time. This is what the survivors need to get off to a good start. We do see the down does occur here, and we do have access to Scourge Hook, but we have 3 gens that are being pumped at the moment. We are making progress as our survivors. So we will see the first generator of the trial does pop with Smug. So we actually have 2 gens working. But we have a double as well. 2 gens already done here. So we are blitzing it out. And this is the exact start that you want to see from our survivors.
Yeah, this is a really good job here, really working the doubles on the gen, which is, man, I wish a lot more survivors would work that in the tournament of just doubling up on gens to get gens to progress a little faster. At least for the beginning, you have more likelihood of getting away with that more in the beginning than you would in the mid game or end game here. Hoax is still on the hook here. I also wish that strategy would just use the M1. It's right there. I know you rather have it the other way around, but I think that's going to be part of it too there to get the Sooner down. And now we are in full chase with Smuck as they are trying to get hooks off the hook, but now trying to play this out overall. And we cannot afford really to leave hooks on the hook for a second stage here. So sooner or later, we're going to have to take them off.
Yeah, the issue is Smunk is fighting this unhooked. However, we have been hit by the UVX, but no, we are going to take the M1 instead. Smunk's UVX does get depleted. We get the UVX onto Mayo. We'll be taking a hit as well. And we also see Hoax stepping away. So we're going to try and get a quick down onto Mayo. A nice read by Mayo. Is able to buy a little bit of time, but no, we walk into the wall. And we'll be taking the down instead. And that is very unfortunate. We won't be able to make use out of any exhaustions, and if Mayo was live there, we might have been able to get away with the rotation. But we actually, no, we don't even have any, we don't really have any good perks on Mayo, unfortunately. We don't really have a lot of exhaustions this game. We do find, my god, Hoax a little bit out of position, is able to escape here. Probably has like a 1% of the power left, and we are unhooking right in front of the killer. Maya does get hit. Smunk able to just avoid it for just a little bit longer, and we put ourselves in a very, very difficult situation because it doesn't matter who we down here as long as we get the down. And this is going to be Smunk who does take the down, and that is going to be the third stage, third fresh of the trial, which is the win for Radiant. So that is going to be a very, very quick win for Radiant there, and it was effectively as expected. Might still be a tie break, but it was a huge win for them, and that will mean that Radiant have won this series. They are 2-1 in series, not tied with Nethera. They will just be going straight through to the second seed of finals.
Yeah, it was a very good game here. You know what? I think strategy did a great job here, just getting it early on. I know the chases prolonged a little bit, but able to get those 3 fresh hooks and able to get the win. Survivors, all in all, if they just had a little bit more spacing to get the win con, I think they would have done really well. The way the gens were just progressing so fast, and the way they were able to help each other, I think it would have been better if their killer in the other round were able to kind of help them out there a little bit with the
We do find another chase onto May here. We'll be taking the hit at 5. We actually make our way towards the 4 pallet as well. We're able to rotate away, but not really get any real value out of it as we take the UVX with a little bit of hit in it as well. Will be slowing us down. We have access to the window, but my god, we're going to see the down with the power, and that is a very, very strong down onto Mayor. We'll be buying us a little bit of extra time. We see someone already coming in for the reset, and Smug giving a hit as well. We see Hoax working on a gen in the background. Mercy coming in for the reset onto Mayor. All survivors are very actively playing the game right now, but we have not secured this 4th gen yet. We are still fighting for outs, and we're still seeing Radiant put up a very, very good fight here. Same with Crowns, able to just kind of clutch up here and put in a good result. We've already lost, but we're still fighting for a strong result here, as we actually see Hoax does take a hit. Still stuck at 1 here, and 1 gen is quite heavily progressed. We go for the down onto the gen, and we'll be seeing if we can get a quick down onto Hoax to follow up. That will be also the 3rd gen is done in the background. It has been done for a while now, so we still have 2 gens to go. Hoax taking another hit at 2, does get hit by the UVX around this very, very short pallet. We are able to leave it, but we decide to stay instead. We offer the stay. It does get us the down, and Hoax will be on 2nd hook. This is going to be an extra stage, pushing us towards a better result. So that is going to be 4-3 fresh. So already looking like a confident win for strategy here. And even if we're able to get a few extra stages out of this, it's great. But honestly, we're in a position where we really can fight for the 4K here. And we also see that this gen is being progressed once again as we're looking for a survivor hiding.
Yeah, right now Hooks is on their 2nd hook. We got 3 gens with 2 gens remaining. Mercy Def was working on a gen early, which I believe is the one that's getting hit on by strategy. Yes, it is. As Mercy Def gets a hit, gonna go through the main building here in the bottom. We're gonna chase through and through. Are we able to get? No, we're not. We're gonna hold out a little bit. Oh my goodness, that was a good shot there. Kobe would be proud. He's going to go up and try to get this 2nd hit for the UVX here. I think so, around this corner. Going to get it, and they are down. That will be Mercy Def's 1st hook. Good job there on that chase. Able to be really patient with it, able to hit that not once but twice. Another gen's being done. That means 4 gens have completed, 1 gen remaining.
Yeah, great spot for our Radiant players to be in. Even if they were fighting for a better result, they still have access to that as well. As we actually just got our 6th hook, we see that all survivors have been hooked at least once. And, sorry, that is going to be our 5th hook. All survivors have been hooked at least once. And we see that Hoax, who is our tunnel out, just took a very quick down. And that's been 3 games where Hoax has been the tunnel out in a row. So that's going to be very, very rough for them. But a solid game. This game was able to make it to 1 gen left, which definitely isn't a bad time for the tunnel out to actually go down. That is quite late, considered. But we do see 3 survivors still up and ready to go. Maya, the only healthy survivor left. We also have 2 injuries on Smunk and Mercy, respectively. So we're able to fight for 1 more gen. It is possible. Our killer fighting for a 4K1. We do get some call at Brian Valley. You see that someone has already rotated to the gen. I think it's maybe Mercy, but Maya has got a gen sitting at about 70%. We'll be taking the chase down towards bottom as we try to avoid a free UVX. This center gen quite highly progressed, or should I say more so 8 gen quite highly progressed. And we are pumping away here, trying to get some escapes on the board. Let's fight for stages. We don't want to see the 4K1 and the survivors trying to do exactly that as we go for a bit of a sneaky UVX. That's not end up working in our favor. Maya in quite a strong location, sitting around 8.
Yeah, strategy trying to figure out which gen is going to be the gen that they are going to want to progress the most here. And I think he's having trouble trying to figure that out here. The gens are pretty spaced pretty well. He's trying to do some Kobe shots onto the other gen. They're just not working in his favor. Mercy Def caught there. He's going to probably get this hit sooner than later. Ooh, I thought there was an M1 right there possibly, but I guess not. There it is. As they go down. I think they're going to be able to get this gen if he does a pickup. He is not going to pick up. Oh, and a head on out of nowhere. Sure, Smunk. God bless him on that. Able to see Maya here. Oh, almost gets it down, but it's just not working in his favor. She's going to stare him down until that goes away. Going to maybe able to get that before they get hit again. Trying to get it through the pipes. That does not work out in their favor. And they are still on for the chase. I think we're going to go into the Killer Shack maybe. Yes, we are. We're going to try to make it through the building. No, we peel out instead. I think mostly because Sir Smunk was able to get back up. And because of that, he went back to secure that hit and get that down. They're going to go to the main building here. They're at the bottom. They're going to play this pallet most likely across, working around the forklift, able to get the pallet onto the Unknown's face as they accept it. And the last gen is done, so it's time to escape here as Sir Smuck does so, going back into the jungle gym through the window. Not sure he should peel off. Probably going to keep this off and want to keep Sir Smuck to themselves. Are we going to go try? Oh, it looks like they were trying to open the door close to them. As you can see, one light being turned on. Yeah, I would have guessed they were in the locker too, but no, that is not the story. Hoping to go around the fake blood from the dummy that's around the corner. That doesn't help. And we're going to continue on until we get one more here.
Yeah, we do make our way back towards one. Smunk will be receiving the hit. We're actually going for a reset onto our survivor team, so we are looking for outs here. We put ourselves in a situation where there is a hook right on the gate. Didn't even see where the other gate was. I'd assume it's somewhere between 11 and 9. We do have the gate towards 3, which already does have one light on it. We do see a reset as well. We didn't 99 the reset, so we're going to see if we can actually locate someone here. We're nowhere near them though, basically on the other side of the map. As we actually see the other gate, no way, that's a mountain. My God, I thought that was another gate. Possibly towards 11. So we still do have the ability to get some stages out here. So Smunk really is not that far from the gate as well. So we might be able to play around a rescue here. But Mercy is going to be doing exactly that. We're actually going to see both of them come in for the rescue, which is very strange considering we have not opted to go for the gate at all. It is not ready, but we are just going for this anyway. Mercy moving in. Maya is going to have to be very, very careful here. We see the Unknown is standing in the perfect spot to not actually give Maya the regen. But we are going to see the reset does occur. Mercy goes down here, and we are going to see Smunk get away. Maya almost dodges the UVX, but not able to do so quite yet. Does get access to the vault. We do have one, and my God, we're going to go down right in the corner, trying to drag this out for as long as possible. Maya does get rid of the UVX, doesn't go for the vault though. Could have brought this out for a bit of extra time. My God, we vault right back into the killer, and we are going to see the down occur onto Maya. Smunk still trying to fight for outs here. Actually was able to get some head-on value, but now we're just going to go straight back in, and that is going to be the game over. Try to have a little bit of a wacky play at the end there. However, Maya was not able to make it around towards the left side of one. So that is going to be all 3 survivors going on Hook. This is going to be a 4K0 in favor of Radiant. A very, very strong result. Smunk had a very, very rough game last game. 3 stages did not get us the win. So I'm going to see the win, which is in favor of Radiant. So a very, very strong result. Well done to both teams today, but Radiant able to come out with a very, very satisfying 2-1 win. They are also 2-1 in series, which means we will be seeing Radiant in the finals, in the final stage of the competition. We're able to get 2nd seed for Group C. They will be